I know what you want from me. I know what you need from me.
I felt the need to do a part 2, to make it a bit more relatable, to let you guys know that I've been there. I've been at that point where I've had an ex and it seemed like things weren't going to work out at all, and they were saying they didn't have feelings for me at all, and it was the whole push away thing. Needless to say, I manifested the rekindling of that relationship. Now, once I grew, once I evolved, I realized that this person isn't really the person for me, and so I had to move away from that, because as I was evolving, it's like I began to see the things that weren't congruent, that weren't properly aligned in my relationship. But like I was telling this one person that reached out to me earlier, it's possible if they loved you before, they can love you again. She's saying she doesn't want to deal with you anymore. She doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. I was like, that's when you focus on yourself. That's when you focus on leveling up, because I've noticed that quite often a lot of people have fear of missing out. And I say that because they'll say that they don't want to deal with you, but they don't want you doing better than them. So they'll go and they'll check or doing better without them. So they'll go and they'll check your social media posts. And trust me, I know, because I've had plenty of people, I've had plenty of friends where I've witnessed them do this. And I was like, why are you checking your ex's profiles? And it was like, well, because I don't want them doing better than me. Better without me. And I was just like, why should it matter? As long as you're moving on with your life, you shouldn't even care how they're doing with their life if they're doing better without you. And that's because that's that fear of missing out. They're fearful, like, oh, I messed up and now I'm missing out on something great. So that's, like I said, it's never really over until you decide that it's over. But if you still have a desire to be with them, then you have to do the inner work. You have to be the honey that attracts the flies, as they say. You can attract more flies with honey than vinegar. You know that saying. So you have to be the honey that attracts them. You have to be the flame that attracts the moth. You have to really work on yourself, work on your self-concept, work on the stories that you hold on to, work on how you see them. See them in a different light. Don't see them as the person that hurt you or the person that's constantly hurting you. See them as a completely new version of themselves, because that's the only way it's going to work. That is the only way it's really going to work into a fruitful, healthy, happy relationship. That's the only way you're going to manifest that, is if you do the inner work and stop holding on to the hurt and the victim mindset. Because trust me, it works. I've had it happen with multiple people that I've been with over the years. I've had that happen. Once I started really practicing manifesting and the law of attraction and really renewing my mind, elevating myself, getting to my higher version, I noticed it. It was like patterns, like, hey, okay, I'm affecting this, because I've literally had people say things to me that I would script them saying, or I would envision them saying, and then it turns around and they say it damn near verbatim, the way that I thought in my head that they would say this when the time came. So it's all on us. It's an inside job. And like I said, they loved you before, they can love you again. And a part of them, the part that's pushing you away, is the part that can't get over you. Because I've witnessed that too, and I've had sit downs and conversations with people. Like, trust me, I've done a lot of research in that area. And they would tell me, like, I would push this person away, or I would push you away because it would hurt too much to stay in contact with you. So therefore, in order for them to fully get over you, even though sometimes that doesn't even work and they still don't get over you, and if you have social media, you'll find out through other people that you guys are friends with that they check on your social media. Even though they don't reach out to you, they don't contact you, they check on your social media just to see how you're doing, just to see if you're doing better without them. So I just really wanted to put this out there. This is like a second part of another video for the whole backstory, revise or let it go. This is going to be a part 2. That's what I'm going to title it. But basically, you have to know that everything is possible, but you have to believe it's possible. Or better yet, you have to know it's possible. You have to know it's done. You can't just sit up there and look at your limitations, look at your circumstances, and just get down and out and just keep leaning on them like they're crutches. Eventually, you're going to have to let the crutches go and walk. And then you're going to have to run. So let the crutches go, because all they're doing is keeping you depressed and keeping you in that downward spiral of depression and not being with the person you love or the thing that you really desire. So let it go. Strengthen up. You know, just you got to toughen up when it comes to this manifesting thing. We have to take ourselves out of that victim mindset. And if you know that a person is for you and you can't stop thinking about them, it's the reason why you have that desire. Now, I'm not saying for the people that go crazy and do cycle stuff. No, I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about for the regular, sane, normal, you know, normal type of situation. It's the reason why you're still having that desire in your heart for that person. Maybe there's unfinished business. Maybe you guys have to do something in this 3D existence together. So that's why there's an urge for you to keep getting back with this person or you know, make things right, set things straight. So now I'm gonna end it, and this is the final part. So as always, I tell you guys, keep loving your heart, peace on your path. SP out. Thank you to all the recent subscribers and people messaging. And this is the Specific Person channel.